My Saab 900 Turbo has some little issues and some big issues, but at the end of the day, it's a running and driving car, and little issues that are easy to fix detract from the driving experience. So today, I'm going to sort some of them out. On those roof down, sunny summer days, two things that really detract from the experience of this car are the fact that the passenger window doesn't roll down and the radio doesn't work, or the cassette player doesn't work, I should say. There's two types of window switches in the Saab 900. The earlier ones, you can swap out each individual switch per window. The older ones you can't, but you can still take them apart and clean up the inside of them. Mine was pretty corroded, so I attacked it with some Scotch-Brite and a little bit of dielectric grease, and hopefully that will get that passenger window working. Cassette belts are something I've done before, but I did it on my old radio, and ultimately that radio was kind of just not worth repairing, and I messed it up a little bit when I tried to fix it. So I've got new belts in the old radio, and I don't want to buy more, so I'm going to transfer the new belts from the old radio into the new radio to then get the new radio's cassette player working. This is pretty easy to do. The worst part is just the old belt gets into like this tarry substance that's a pain to clean off of the drive wheels. But once you've got that sorted, it's a pretty easy job to do. I'm going to change out all the vacuum lines, clean the math, and clean the IAC on this car now. The vacuum lines in this car are all mismatched. Some of them are like conduit or something, not vacuum lines, so I'm just going to change all of these out because the car doesn't run so great at idle now, and there's definitely vacuum leaks, and I figure may as well change them because it's pretty easy. Let's do it. This is an example of a bad one. There's hose clamps. Shouldn't be hose clamps. This is mismatched, zip tied on, wrong size. This is, I don't even know what's going on here. There's just a lot of stuff here that's not right. You can see why this left one, the original, is bad. The inner diameter on this one on the right is correct. This is the old one, and it's much, much bigger, and obviously lets air in. It's a bit of a faff doing this with thick gloves on, but it was around 20 Fahrenheit, which I think is, I don't know, like -10 Celsius or something. Not too pleasant for working on cars. As happens when you work on a car, this thing broke here. This nub. I think it's long enough though, so I'm gonna try. It's meant to be that length. It's stubbed now. At first, I figured I would just try pulling this vacuum line to the boost gauge out because it's clearly pinched in between the expansion tank and the fender, but upon further inspection, it's too kinked and messed up to be worth trying to make it work. And I didn't want to run a vacuum line all the way up to the instrument cluster, but there's like a connection lower down in the dash, so I'm just going to replace it up to that by pulling a new one through. I'm going to take a break from vacuum lines. I'm going to need a new one of these eventually, but I think it'll run as is. For now, I'm going to work on the MAF and the idle air control. The MAF is pretty easy to remove. It's just a matter of hose clamps, and I found it was easier to take the top off of the air filter and take that off with the MAF. Have the MAF out. It does look pretty dirty, so I'm going to spray it with some MAF cleaner, and hopefully that helps how it runs. Well, that's how dirty the MAF was, so cleaning it will definitely have helped the idle on this car. While the MAF cleaner dries off the MAF, I'm going to clean this as well, the automatic idle control. It was a viewer that advised me to do this, so I'm going to do that really quick. There's this weird crystallized residue stuff on here. Don't know what's up with that, but it probably indicates this thing needs cleaning, which is good that I'm doing it. I don't know how I'm supposed to clean this. It says here to remove the duct, remove the IC valve, and just clean them. I don't know what that means. I'm just gonna spray brake cleaner in there, I guess. I sprayed brake cleaner in there. Just up in there. I don't know if that's the method. But now I'll let it dry. So far, despite the cold, I've cleaned the AIC, I've cleaned the MAF, replaced a bunch of vacuum lines, changed the cassette belts, cleaned the window switch. Not bad for a day's work in sub-zero temperatures. I've got the window switch reinstalled and I've got the radio in. I'm gonna grab the cassette and let's start it up and see if anything works. Well, the boost gauge works. Doesn't like it idles a lot smoother. Although it's a little bit elusive, but I think it just needs to warm up. Runs better than it did. Cassette player works as well. Let's try this window. The passenger window still does not work. Driver's window works. Still every other window, so I'm thinking now that's probably a motor, if I had to guess. Yeah. Very pleased about this cassette though. Now something I've been putting off for a while, the coolant temperature sensor. This makes warm starts really hard for this car, and changing this will really improve my experience with it. Really, this whole coolant system needs flushing, but for now, just the sensor will get the job done. New coolant temperature sensor. Oh yeah. All right. This coolant is really rusty. I don't think it's oily, it's rusty. So I should really do a full flush, but just for now I'm gonna just top it off. Oh, damn it. The car starts a lot better on a warm engine, which is what it had trouble with before the new sensor, but it still doesn't idle well until it's warmed up, which is kind of weird. Maybe it needs a new fuel pump or something. I don't know. Comment down below what you think it could be. This thing still needs a lot of work. Next up is an oil change, but a lot of stuff I'm going to put off until the summer, when I'll also hopefully be manual swapping it. Let me know which one of these drain plugs is for the oil. I think it's meant to be marked down, but it looks like it was filed off, so what do you think? Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.